What's going on, everybody? Let me lower this down a little bit. A little on the high side still. There we go. Microphone should look good. Hopefully everybody's doing good. We're trying some new things out today. New microphone. Hey, what's going on, guys? How's it going, Alex? How's it going, Tara? How's it going, Kendra? Hopefully y'all are doing good. Been all over the place for the last like 2 weeks. I know I've not streamed a whole lot. I apologize. Just kind of been everywhere. Both the router table and the PC table workbench is kind of a disaster at the moment. So I'm taking a few minutes to try to get some stuff cleaned up. So what I mean by a disaster, I'll show you. If my mount decides to cooperate, why is it not rotating? Oh, there we go. There you go. There's my workbench currently. I said it was a hot mess. So what I'm printing is these. And they are wrench holders, customizable, different sizes. So this width gap here is wider for and smaller for different size, and they interlock together. I have a pair of them somewhere, like right here. So here's two of them put together. So these are for my stepson for his toolbox. And then I had a disaster happen twice, hence all of this. So basically, I'm trying to get stuff cleaned up, get things moving again, get things organized. And that's kind of what we're doing today. It's kind of a little bit of everything. Let me know how the audio sounds, guys. Trying a new microphone. It is a lavender mic that's on my chest. So I want to know how well it sounds. I can tell you the audio volume looks like it's pretty good. If anything, it's probably on the high side compared to what you guys are used to from me. But I'm just trying new technology. I want to see what it's like. I'm trying to improve stuff for you all, the viewers. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing today. A little bit of everything. I may plane off some more white oak and try to get things done a little bit better on the CNC table here in a little bit. I don't like I said, this stream is basically all over the place. I don't really have a game plan. Per se. If there's anything you all want to see, let me know and I will work on it. Like, I may pull out one of my boats and start working on it too. RC boat, that is. I really don't have a game plan. Oh, I replaced a battery off stream on a PS4 remote. I did that for the CNC table, which, by the way, it probably needs charged. I'm going to throw that back on the charger just to be safe. I bought a tabletop mount for it. It's over there. How's everybody been? Y'all are very quiet. All I see is a couple hey y'alls and hello. And I already know that I had said hello to everybody. Or at least that's currently here that is chatting. So I think it's been like 2 weeks since I've streamed. I do need to start getting back into filming videos again. That's on my to-do list. RC racing kind of is at a standstill. It's been for a while. I would like to get back into doing that again, but now that we're in this weird transition from winter season to summer season, and it's only April, which means it's basically nothing but rain, and it's probably going to be nothing but rain for 30 days. I probably won't get an opportunity to go race for at least another month and a half, 2 months maybe, just because of weather. I missed that opportunity, so it is what it is. If y'all hear background noises, I apologize. My garage door's open. It's raining outside today. Kind of a weird, dreary, mid-low 60s. Like, it's not cold, but it's not hot, but it's definitely moist outside. So, kind of enjoying it because it's a change of pace. My problem is like right now we're going to get massive flooding from it. I live in an area where it's not an issue for me, but unfortunately I know it's going to affect a lot of other people, including a coworker of mine. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. So so yeah, we're just, like I said, just doing a little cleaning, spring cleaning here. Trying to get rid of some stuff, get some stuff organized. My shepoko assembly manual, or shepoko, however it's pronounced. Throw this piece of paper in there. Keep that over here out of the way for the time being. Stay. Some random Hot Wheels. I collect Hot Wheels occasionally, nothing crazy. I don't go after like very specific things. I just buy cars I like. So that's what these are, just random Hot Wheels. Get those out of the way. I need to plug this tablet in. Plug that in because it's probably dead. I'll be shocked if it's not. Battery is low. Yep, that's what I figured. Y'all are very quiet. Nobody's saying anything in chat. And that's kind of scary to me. That nobody's chatting, because it's hard to stream. I'll be honest. It's hard to be a streamer. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a streamer. I'm just a normal guy that just hops on here and chats with random people that comes in and says hello, but my argument is I at least enjoy the interactions with people. So it makes my life a little easier and helps me blow like the time when I get people that come in and just chat and say, hey, how's it going? Like, and try to follow along with some issues. Like, for example, the issues I had with this printer. I've done this printer has been worked on nonstop on here, and I've had a couple people honestly probably are the reason why this printer is working as good as it is because of the help that I have from a very select few people, which is cool. I appreciate it, but like it just helps me create content that people actually enjoy is when I get feedback from people. So I'm trying a new lavender mic. This is the actual transmitter side of it. And then there is the actual lavender mic itself. So, printed that for my truck, which I forgot about it. I need to put that in. Again, just doing kind of like a spring cleaning, trying to get stuff done. This has been a never-ending project. Like, I'm printing these in batches of 12. I don't know how many's actually here. If I had to bet, there's probably 50, like 60, 70, something like that. I need to get a small box. Let me go see if I can't find a box real fast. Hold on, guys. You probably can hear me. I believe that is an empty box. It is. My pants are falling down, so I apologize if anybody's actually sees my attire problems. Okay. so what we're doing is I'm going to put all these in this box. Try to get them out of the way. I have pretty much printed a whole spool, by the way, of this for him. That's how much of this I printed. Like, it's crazy. Printer's actually been doing relatively well. I think I've had one major fail. I've had some other issues randomly where it just stopped, like it loses its leveling, which I expect that. That's just part of 3D printing. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on today. Project 1's done. Those are going, leave that be. There's something else I got up here for, and I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember. Something I needed to throw over there, and I don't remember. Anywho, okay, whatever. Should we get into doing the 3D printer? Or the CNC table? The problem is if I do that, I'm going to have to take off this bed, I think. Because I have no way to clamp this down. Yeah. That's going to suck. I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of need to, though. Okay, let me show you what I made. This is one of the first like actual detailed projects that I've done so far. It's a mistake. So what it is the rough cut white oak that was given to me, I planed down with the 1.5 inch bit, and then figured out the thickness of the board, which is a little over 1 inch. And then designed, like I'm trying to do like a little tray to put like your keys, change, wallet, like a cell phone, and you can like leave it on your desk type thing. That's ultimately what I'm going for. So I wanted to leave like a 1/2 inch, or I think this is a 1/4 inch gap between the inside and the outside, all the way around. The problem is I offset it just a tick too far this way, so when it cut, it blew out the top section. And that was just because of lack of material. The width of this was about as wide as the board was. So I was trying to make it as big as I could without gluing multiple pieces together and so forth. So to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, here is that piece. So this was the width I was working with. So I was trying to get this to cut like that. And you notice, like there's a lip. So if I stack this, I could have made that work because there's still a good 1/4 inch gap up here. The problem is when I homed it, I was too far up. So when it went across this, it split, which whatever. Learning curves. Oh, and I didn't home it correctly. So when it initiated its original down plunge for this cut, it went too far. So again, learning curves of machines, how programs work, stuff like that. I didn't expect to make this perfect, but the detail is pretty good. This was done with a 1/4 inch down cut bit. I did purchase a 1/8 inch down cut bit, so I'm going to try redoing this with an eighth of an inch bit. I think it'll look good once I do that. I think it's going to give it a little bit more detail. Like the detail of this is actually pretty good. Let me see if I can't zoom in so you guys can see. Like, you can actually see the quality. Like, it's pretty sharp. The issues with the wood, like, you see the white spots. That's character of the wood because it was old barnwood. So that's the school logo for my town. So that's what that is, if you were just curious. But it's I don't remember the depths, but I'm gonna say it was like 0.75, and then this is raised up to like 0.6, and then it goes down to like 0.8. So all three of these are on different heights, if that makes sense. I don't know if I like that, or if I just want to make it all one, and then either raise this and leave this raised like a 1/10 of an inch type thing. I don't know. But I was just playing with some different options and different things, and like I said, it came out really good. I'm really happy with it. Like, the machine does good work. So, but yeah, I mean, for a first cut of an actual design that I designed from scratch, I think it came out pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know what to do, because if I try to plane down that wood, I don't think it's going to clamp. It's not going to hold it correctly on this table, because I know this wood is warped. It's got a really bad bow in the middle of it, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough clamp force on it to hold it down without having the T-channel underneath it. And because I put the new MDF top on it, I don't know how to fix this problem without drilling it, and I really don't want to drill the material. I guess I could run 2 screws through it, cut a long piece, and just countersink it and call it just loss of material. I don't know what to do. It's probably the only option I have, honestly, at this point. I think it's what we're going to do. I think it's kind of what we're going to work on. So let's go ahead and let's get moving, because I have no other option. It's not going to cut itself, basically. So these are pretty much scrap. I don't know what to do with this. I might be able to make a coaster out of this. I might save it. I don't know. This piece is definitely scrap. You know what? Let's try this board. So let's work with this. This one's a bigger piece. It's wider, so I can do a little bit more with it. It's got a really nasty knot in the middle. I'm gonna have to work around that. I need my saw. Stuff is going to get loud, guys, so if you are here, I will give you a warning, but I cannot manually mute any of this. I don't have like a hotkey. I don't know of a way to mute you guys with this microphone, basically. So I apologize, but I will tell you before I kick on the saw, it's going to get loud. So let's like, this board is warped like all get out. I think I'm gonna make coasters out of these. Yeah, this board is warped really bad actually. So I'm gonna cut some of this out. Okay, it's gonna get loud, guys, so I'm gonna suggest you mute if you're on listening. I'll give you a thumbs up when I'm done. Oh shit. I think this is walnut. This is absolutely walnut. Okay, well, that's a change of pace that I wasn't expecting. Fudgesicles me. That kind of just changes everything. So let's cut this right in the middle of this knot. Uh-oh. And then I want to make one more cut. But I want to cut about right here somewhere. One more cut, guys. Okay, we're good. You can turn your audio back on if you're still here. Okay, 2 manageable pieces, 2 what I think are bowed pieces. I might be able to work with those separately, but this is black walnut. I was not expecting that, which now that kind of raised the bar of material. I was not expecting this to be walnut. I was expecting it to be white oak. I didn't like scratch it or anything, didn't test any of it. The guy just gave it to me. He had no clue what it was either. So I'm really happy that that's what this is, because this will be a first for me. I've done a lot of woodworking in my past, but it's been years ago since I've done it. I'm gonna turn on the shop vac. It's gonna get loud, guys. Okay. How do I do this? That is the $1,000,000 question. because this wood is not cheap. Even though it was free to me, it's still not cheap material. I think what I have to do is I'm going to have to screw a total of 4 wood screws through this, and I have to countersink them in deep enough, so I'm gonna have to basically sacrifice like a 1/2 inch of each board on every end to get this secured to this bed, because I don't want to take this bed off to use the T-clamps, even though the T-clamps are the ideal solution for this problem. My concern is if I take the MDF board off and I just use the T-clamps, which the T-rails with the clamps are the ideal solution for this problem, because I can put the needed force without having to manipulate and lose a lot of material. Yeah, I think it's my only option. Now the next question is do I have enough wood screws to do that? Because honestly, I don't know what my wood screw selection even looks like at the moment, because I don't keep a whole lot of stuff around when it comes to screws. So now I guess I gotta find screws. I used to have a bunch, but I know I've used a lot of them up over the time, and I've just never really, I don't buy wood screws that often, because again, I haven't done wood in so long. And I know the ones I do have are on the long side. And they're also not the right head type either. But I guess beggars can't be choosers at this point. So let's go with 4 of these. I need my drill, which is right here. Okay. How do I want to do this? I need a drill bit. And a drill. I can't believe this is walnut. Like this shocks me, actually. Smoking that bit. She's a little toasty. It'd be okay. All I'm doing is just trying to keep the material from moving. Okay, that should work. Whew, one of these bits hot. That countersink bit. Woo! She's toasty, boys and girls. Okay. So that's that. The material is secured. It's not going to go anywhere off the table. That's the most important part. So now we need to figure out the design, because what I want to do is plane this so that they're smooth all the way across. That's the first thing I need to do. So dimensions is, it looks like 15, and that is 15 as well. So if I program that to be 16-inch square by 37 and a half. So 37 and a half by 16. So what I say that was 38 by 16. Okay. So let's get you guys over to, let's get you over to the computer so you can see what's going on. And we are okay, there we go. Sorry, I didn't realize the mic wasn't working. That's my bad, guys. Test, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. That looks good. Okay. So we're over to the surfacing bit. Everything looks correct. I think this needs to be lowered. Oh, it may be okay though. I'm gonna keep it up for this because I'm not doing MDF. Probably won't be an issue. Maximum depth, I don't know how much I really want to take off of this. I don't want to do a whole lot past Depth per pass I want to do is point. I don't want to do a lot. Let's change it to 0.01. And I want to make that 0.75. I want to lower this down to a tenth. Let's just do a tenth of an inch. So that should give me my path for everything. That says 88 minutes. But that's also going to do, I think, 10 passes. So I don't think I need to do 10, but that's what we're going to do. Because the time's not the importance here. I'm just trying to get a smooth cut across everything. So, okay, I think we're good. So let me go ahead, hook the machine up. We got USB power plugged in, Got the USB cord in my hand. Where did the USB cable go? There it is, right in front of me. Plug that in. So that's going to give us the option for it to communicate to carbide motion. And I'm going to connect to the printer. Make sure it's clear, which it's not, but it'll be okay. Put those over here. Initialize the machine, so it's going to go to its home spot. And then now we are going to send this file to the printer. And it's saying, I accept your file, and that's what this is. So it understands what's going on, which is good. I need to jog the machine to its home position. Oops, I didn't have that plugged in. Oh well, let's see if this works. So turn on the PlayStation controller. Go to jog menu, which it is. So now I need to home this to the top left corner. So let me move you back over to the camera. There we go. That's my bad, guys. I didn't realize that it switched over there. So I was moving the machine over to the left and trying to find the highest spot, which I think is where it is currently. So I'm going to set the home position to that spot. So we're going to set 0, set, set, and set. So now it's going to come to this corner, the front corner, over here, just out of screen. And now I am done setting the home position. So if I hit rapid position and then rapid to current Z plus 6 millimeters, which is there. So if I do rapid to current XY, that's the current home position where it's at, and that's what you hit the buttons on carbide motion to do that. So everything is set correctly. So we're going to hit start job, and it's going to come over here and it's going to ask to change bits. So we are going to pop this apart. And then I'm going to put this dust boot back on it and get rid of the regular one. That goes back in its container, the box that it came in, this way I don't lose the detailed information as to exactly what bit it is. Then I'm going to bury this guy . Okay, clean that out a little bit. Put that on there. That should be tight enough. Not going crazy tight with it. It don't need to be like crazy. Do that. Gonna do that. Raise that up. Somewhere about right there looks good. Okay. Everything's set. Everything's ready to go. Tools in. Hit resume. It's gonna do its thing. And then I am going to turn on the shop vac and hook it up to the machine when it starts. And then while it's running, I'm going to turn the speed up because it's not going to take a whole lot off. So feed rate, I'm going to change it to 200% because I don't expect the first couple cuts to do a whole lot. I'm gonna go AFK real quick. I'm gonna leave the microphone here. I gotta go use the restroom. I'm back. This is where I wish I had a planer. I don't have one. That and a joiner would go a really long ways for me. Oh, hold on. This ain't gonna work. Let me stop it. Something's not right anyway. Because it's not going all the way to the edge down here. It's not an issue yet, but it's going to be. So my measurements are off. $37. What did I put? 36. 38 by 16. 38 by 16 is what I need. So let's switch you guys back over to the PC. So I want to go back to design. 30, yeah, so it's supposed to be 38 inches wide by 16, 9.5 top left corner. Everything stays the same. We'll go back to toolpaths. I want to edit this. We are going to change our feed to 200 inches a minute. I'm going to leave that the same. We're going to take a little bit deeper of a cut every cut. Let's make this point. Let's go with 0.8. So what I'm trying to do is cut down on time. So there we go. Oh, wait a minute. It's not gonna be big enough. Let's go with 39. 38. Center. Center. So, let me see who's here. Oh, it's right in the center up the road. That backup beeper was really loud, might I add. Okay. So that's done. Toolpaths, everything looks correct. Let's go ahead. Disconnect that. We will reconnect carbide motion. We'll have to reset our 0, which is fine. Okay. Send to carbide motion. Send. File's been sent. Great. Done. So now let's rehome our machine. So jog in fast mode. Top left corner. There. There. Take off the dust boot so I can see. Okay. I'm gonna get a little aggressive with it. I'll set that as home. It's gonna take a lot off of it, hopefully first couple cuts. So we'll see. Set this to 0. Set. Done. Rapid position. Rapid Z +6. That looks good. Run. Start job. Start. Okay. Move you back to the machine, guys. Resume. And go turn on the shop vac again. It definitely doesn't like that corner. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. It's going to be brutal in that back corner. You made it. It's a little warm. I can smell it. I'm gonna try running it around 100% this time. I don't think it's gonna be as bad. Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. Hard part's done now. Interesting. Well, that back section messed up. That's gonna be fun. I don't know why. That don't make sense. I am gonna have to lower those screws down though. This is a problem. I guess I could screw it. New hole. I'm trimming down some black walnut that I had no clue was black walnut until I started cutting it. I'm planing them down, making them smooth, and then I'm gonna try to straight edge with a 1/4 inch bit along the inside of both boards, and then I'm gonna try gluing them together to make one big board. That's the game plan for the day. But I am absolutely torching this bit though. I'm trying to mess with the feeds and figure out what this thing likes and what it don't like. And hold on, my wife's calling. I don't, she's not gonna hear me, but hold on. Mic check. There we go. Okay. Yes, money wood, and this is wood. Okay, let me. I don't know how to fix this problem because I'm using a new mic. By the way, how does this sound? I'm sure it's loud. So, because the machine's running. This is wood that I picked up from free from somebody that was sitting outside in a cart, like an old well, I'm cutting aggressively. That's why it's losing RPMs. Like I'm telling you, it's full blown. Like I'm doing like 0.2 inch deep cuts, almost a full width. It's their variable speed. It's their highest end router they offer. I'm just cutting too much, is what it is. I know that's what it is. I don't want to fix it. But it's a guy that's got a bunch of wood that's been laying around this farm field, knows nothing about it, and he's like, you're more welcome to come get it. So I came and got some stuff, not realizing it was actually black walnut. I can run it close to the specs that they claim it is, but I'm cutting it deeper than what they suggest was a safe, and I'm using the safe cutting numbers loosely. So I'm asking more of this bit than what it was designed to do, basically. Like I'm running it hard. So right now at 100%, that's 100%, which is 200 inches a minute, which is why it doesn't like it. It should be cutting around 70 or 80 inches a minute, not 200. I don't think he does. I had no clue what it was when I grabbed it. Like, I'll show you. Let me slow this down. I gotta go get coffee for the wife too, so I'm gonna have to stop this in a minute. Here's what it looked like when I went to pick it up. Like that's close to suggested feed rate, but I am cutting it deeper than they suggest and a lot wider than they suggest. So, like I said, at 100%, that was 200 inches a minute, which is why I said I'm pushing this machine way farther than what it was designed to do. So that's probably right now is probably 150 inches a minute-ish. But this is what the walnut looked. Hold on, let me slow this down. I think right about there is where it needs to be. Suggested value. But this is the walnut that I went and picked up. And it was like a 10-foot sheet of it. Like, it can cut at this speed pretty well. It's still a little aggressive, I know. But this is, like I said, this is what the walnut looked like. I had no clue it was walnut. I thought it was oak. Because it looks like rough cut oak. So, and then I went to cut it with because this is what the end looked like. And then I cut it with my circular saw and realized that it was black walnut. I was like, oh shit, this completely changed. Yeah, that's why I didn't know it was walnut. Or is it not walnut? Let me ask you that. Like, I need light. Hold on. Maybe you can see. So this is what it looked like. Let me focus. Focus. I think he's got a whole trailer full of it and it's free. So I'm gonna go try to get more of this if I can. But that's the rough edge that was left, and that's the rough edge that was left. But then when I cut it, that's what it looked like when I cut it. And I was like, oh shit, that's actually walnut. Well, I think it's walnut. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a wood expert, but I'm almost positive it's walnut. I'll show you the other end of it. Red oak? If this is oak, I'd be shocked. The reason why I say that is, let me zoom you in on there. It might be, you might be right. So here is that's the shavings coming off of it. I'm burning it back there because I'm cutting so aggressive. I'm okay with it, I'll fix that. I'm just gonna slow it down, cut less per cut. I'm just trying to get it, yeah, that's what I said. It looks like walnut to me. Like and it smells like walnut. I'm telling you, if it's not walnut, I will be shocked. As soon as I threw the circular saw in it to cut off that bad end, I was like, oh shit, this is walnut. I'm just trying to finish this path and then I gotta go. I got too much RPMs and I'm going too slow. It's like, it looks fine when I speed it up. I'm just trying not to prevent the router head from stalling at that corner. Which is that's what I said. I think it's walnut. I'm almost positive. I've been around wood enough to know. And like I said, I didn't think it was walnut when I picked it up. And I don't think he thought it was walnut, because I think a lot of what he had was wood that was from a pallet. Slow down for the corner and then speed back up. And he said if I want more, I'm more than welcome to come get it. So I just gotta look him back up and get his information and contact him and go get it. Yeah, that bit's hating life. I'm cutting too much. I know I am. Hey Ryan, get your shoes on. We gotta leave. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta talk to the kiddo. You're gonna hear this conversation. Ah! Helps if I don't fall. Hey, we gotta go get coffee for your mom. Are you all right? What'd you need?
I wanted popcorn butter.
You got it. Popcorn?
Butter.
Oh, butter. Okay, well, give me a second. I'll get it for you. It's probably it could be the camera too. The camera may not be cutting it, like showing it correctly either. I'm telling you, it's real dark brown shavings. Okay, I'm stopping after this cut here, so I have to leave. I will be back. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Shut the shop back off. And I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna put pine next to it. For your reference. And then there's a pile of the shavings. So let me see if I can't zoom in to get you a little closer to this. So there is pine. That's my white oak. That's the shavings. And this is the original board. Like, that's almost like a chocolate color. So if this isn't walnut, I don't know what it is, and I still don't know what it is, but I would bet 75% chance that that's walnut. See if I can't get this a little closer. There you go. I don't know how much of it he actually has. That's the problem. I got to go through a bunch of crap wood to find it. And I don't know what I'm looking at because I didn't think it was black walnut when I grabbed it. But, I mean, again, I really think that this is walnut. I call it black walnut, but I could be wrong. Like I said, not a wood expert by any means. But anywho, so that gives you an idea of what I'm working with is that. So pine, walnut, oak. And that's raw. That's still not cut. That's cut, this isn't. So I'm just trying to get it dimensional at this point to use it. I need to get a planer and an edger so I can do this a lot faster, but I don't have money for that. So yeah, I know. Spend $5,000 on this. I can't afford a $300 planer. So okay, I'm gonna go take care of the wife. Give me like 35-45 minutes probably. I'll be back on because I gotta finish this. I want to finish getting this down to at least a dimensional lumber that I can glue together and let it set up tonight, and we'll go from there. So it's also kind of light. I didn't realize it was as light as it was. So like it's like a chocolate, like it's a chocolatey color, like when you're looking at this. So yeah, an edger and a planer would make quick work of just making rough dimensional lumber though. Like that's where I'm at currently. I just want to be able to get to a point where I can glue up some panels to make bigger pieces, and then I will plane it. Like if these I could get rough with something else a lot faster, I would be doing it that way, and then throwing it on here and truing it up after I combined all the wood and made an actual panel the size that I'm trying to get to. What am I doing with this? I don't know yet. I don't. I might try making like a charcuterie board, or maybe like a kitchen block with it. I don't know. So anywho, I'll be right back, guys. Let me hop off here. Give me, like I said, like 45 minutes. I'll be back online later.